Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaya. Today's video I'm going to show you how I get my wig laid and slayed. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So first thing I'm going to use is a wig cap. This one is a stretchy one. This one is usually, I try to make it closest to my skin tone as possible. So tan, brown, nude, whichever one you have should work. So I just stretch it out until it's pretty much stretched out across my forehead. You just want to make sure it's nice and secure on your head. I use the Got To Be glue. I usually use the black one, but today I use the yellow one. They both work perfectly fine for me. I'm just going to make sure I have enough on my head. So I usually do about 2 layers, sometimes 2.5 or 3, you know, just depending on how long you need your wig cap to stay on. And you want to make sure there's a nice amount. And then I'm just going to blow dry that just to make sure it's just a little bit tacky. We're not going to make it completely dry because I'm going to go on top of it with the freeze spray. So next I'm using the Got To Be glue freeze spray. I'm just going to spray a nice layer amount onto my head with this spray. Holding my head back to make sure that none just seeps onto my forehead because you just don't want to have those problems. So if you hold your head back, it should work. And then I just kind of pat it in to make sure it is against my forehead and it's not like separated from the cap and my forehead. You just want to make sure it's pretty secure. I'm going to go over that with my blow dryer and I am going to hold this on. I literally held this on. I held this on for at least 10-15 minutes, probably 10 minutes for sure, because you want to make sure this part that it's secure and dry, like completely dry. And now I'm just going to cut the cap. So I start from the middle and then I just work on one side and I kind of make sure it's connected to the back and just cut around my ear and make sure, that's why you want to make sure it's really dry. And then I do it for the same on the other side because if it's not dry enough, it will lift your cap. That's why there's no liftage. Alright, so now we're moving on to the wig. This wig is from Chantiche. So first, what I'm doing is just making sure that it's going to blend with the cap and that I cut enough of the cap off. So as you can see, you can still see my cap through the wig. You don't want to see your wig, you don't want to see your cap through your wig. So this is where it comes with the blending part. I'm going to make sure that I cut a little bit more of the cap off. I want to make sure it's as blended as possible. Just get rid of the extra flyaways. And now I put the wig cap or the wig back on. And you can still see the cap through it, but I did cut a little bit more of the cap. Now this is where the makeup will come into play to make sure that your cap is blended with your forehead. So now we're moving on to the makeup. I'm just going to put that onto the front of the cap where I want it to blend in as well as possible. So what you see me doing right now is just measuring the wig to make sure it will be covered completely or the cap will be covered completely. I'm going to use this glue. This glue is amazing. It's by the Esha brand or Esha brand. It's a luxury absolute pro glue or lace glue. And then I'm going to apply the glue. So I use about 2 layers of this glue. This glue is extremely sticky, and it holds amazingly. So you want to make sure that you're very careful with this glue because it's kind of hard to get off your hands. So I'm just blending that out with the back comb. It's a comb that I broke, so it's nothing too major. Probably use something flat surface like a Q-tip, or what do they use? The ice cream cones, sticks, probably like something like that. Popsicle stick, not ice cream stick. And then once that is pretty dry or tacky, shall I say, then I'm just going to place the wig on. I take it section by section because I want to make sure that I place the wig exactly where I want it to. And now I'm just going to tie it down and hold that down for about, I had it on for about 10 or 15 minutes or so, just to make sure that it's completely secure and won't go anywhere. Now we're going to get ready to take this off. And there we are. As you can see, it looks pretty blended to my forehead. Now, I am not a pro, but it gets better and better every time you do it. Like, it will look better as long as you keep practicing. So now I'm just straightening out the lace or the hair that's on the lace because I want to make sure that my wig lays as flat as possible. And for today's style, I'm probably just going to do a half up, half down do. Nothing too major. So if you guys want to see how I get it styled, just continue to watch that. And once I flatten out the lace as flat as it will go, I'm going to put on a little bit of mousse just to lie down the front of it and kind of just create a little bit of edges, you know, nothing too major. And then I'm just going to go in with my curling wand and add a few curls. And this is some shine spray just to add a little bit more shine to the hair. And then I'm going to comb out the curls because I didn't want them to be too tight. And then I'm going to use my hair deodorant just to make sure all of my flyaways are lying down. And then I use a little bit of the Got To Be freeze spray as well as my mousse just to lie down my edges. So that is the end of the video, you guys. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up and comment on it as well. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are new and viewing, and I hope you learned something new. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.